to Loon. I'm Chris.
And I'm Wesley.
My syrupy Loon.
I don't know.
You're
I'm not
pretty
that
syrupy. Well, you're sugary.
Oh yeah, sugary. I'm always sugary.
That's true.
But I'm not that.
You're the sappy. I'm sappy. That's true. Okay, so folks, that's hilarious, right? Okay, let's get really excited because we're doing breakfast today. Oh,
I love breakfast.
I know.
It's the most important meal of the day.
I know. And sometimes I like pancakes and sometimes I like waffles. And I really waffle on this subject. So I'm going to waffle today.
Yes, let's tell them what we're making.
Let's do it. We're doing our
buttermilk waffles with blueberry sauce.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
It's actually a blueberry orange sauce, but that's such a long title.
Yeah.
So,
and we're working with Kroger again. We love Kroger.
Yay, Kroger. They're so awesome. We'll talk a little bit,
go ahead.
We'll talk about them as we go.
Yeah.
But first of all, so I've got just pull out your favorite waffle maker. You can also do this as pancakes, but these really make great waffles.
They're so good.
So what I did was we've got our waffle maker here. If you're interested in this, I have a link to what this particular device is. It's really good. I lift it up. You're going to want to just spray it with some cooking spray and then close it back down and then let it start preheating. So this is preheating.
Perfect.
And so we're going to start
with the blueberry sauce. Actually, we're kind of dressed like blueberries.
It is. I mean, we're kind of saucy as it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Call me Lydia. I think that's her name in Willy Wonka.
Oh, no, it's Veronica.
No, Veronica's I want to silver.
Anyway, okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
I don't think it's Lydia.
Oh, okay. We'll figure it out. You all tell us. So we're actually going to use these wonderful private selection oranges. They are so delicious.
From Kroger.
They are so good. They're juicy, juicy, juicy.
So Kroger's, this is the prime time to be visiting Kroger's produce section.
Their citrus is
so beautiful.
Off the charts.
So
delicious.
bountiful. Okay.
Yes. All right. So we're going to start off with some pure maple syrup. This is...
Are you going to turn on your stove?
Oh, yeah. I've always got to... You always put me in front of something.
Coach.
Yes.
It's like driver's ed.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so we've started this off.
Medium-high heat.
Got it. And so we've got some pure maple syrup. This is 3/4 cup.
A cup.
Oh, what cup?
1 cup. No matter how long we talk, you go through it. He's even made it many times.
And then we have 1.5 cups of blueberries.
You got that one right.
Oh,
okay.
you guys, look at those. Those are giant. Those are delicious.
Oh, they're going to burst.
Yes, and now we're going to use the juice of one of these wonderful, wonderful oranges from Private Selection. Oh, wow. Okay.
Give it a squeeze.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, so we're going to do the juice of one, and that's going to be about a tablespoon.
Yeah.
You can actually just use your hand.
Oh, okay.
It's easier that way.
All right. Oh, it is. It's a lot easier.
Well, that way would keep the seeds out. But
there are no seeds in this one.
Okay. All right, and then we've got...
You just can't leave it alone.
The zest of one orange. Just moving things along.
Thank you. And then we're just going to let this simmer.
And a pinch of...
Oh, and a pinch of salt. See, you got me nervous when you first started. Now,
okay, sorry.
Yeah. So now we're going to let this simmer until those start to burst open, and it starts to thicken, and it
really
heavenly.
becomes just this amazing sauce.
Yes.
The blueberries just, if you've never done this before,
the citrus of the
orange and the blueberry together. And when they match with these waffles, oh, it's waffle-licious. Okay, it's waffly good, I'll tell you that.
I don't waffle on that.
I do not. Okay, so now we've got, our standard pancake or waffle. We're going to have dry, and we're going to have wet, and then we're going to bring it all together. So let's talk about the dry ingredients first. We've got, we're ready. Okay, so let's get this going. So I've got a nice sized bowl here, and we're going to start off with just 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Now, I like to sift all of the dry ingredients because it just kind of helps make the waffles fluffier. You don't have to do that, but if you have a sifter, pull it out, use it. Okay, so I put 2 cups of all-purpose flour in there, and then we're going to make it just a little sweet. These don't need to be overly sweet because that's got a nice sweetness to it. Or if you just use plain old syrup, that's sweet. So I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar and then a tablespoon of ground cornmeal. It gives it just this really unbelievable taste that is wonderful. And then we need to add our leaveners, so we're going to add a tablespoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then I just start using my sift, and I sift myself into oblivion until it's right here and it looks like this, okay? All right, so that's fun. So now we're doing all of this right in front of your very eyes.
We are moving right along.
So we're using Kroger's fabulous buttermilk. They've
Yes.
got their cultured low-fat buttermilk. It's tangy, it's creamy, it's delicious. We're going to go
What else could you say about buttermilk?
It's tangy and delicious and creamy. Okay, we're going to go with 2.5 cups of that. I love it. I mean, it's buttermilk.
Yeah.
They're buttermilk pancakes, so you got to have a lot of buttermilk. And then we've got 6 tablespoons of melted, unsalted butter.
This is great. So we're using butter. We're not using any oils.
No. I don't. I prefer to go with butter.
Yeah.
And then
Same
you
here.
could use oil, but I like butter. And then we've got. So now what we've done is we've got 3 egg yolks here. Don't throw away the egg whites because we're going to show you a trick here in just a moment that's going to make it even more fluffy and more delicious. Okay. And then this is a teaspoon of just some nice vanilla extract. Okay. All of these ingredients you can get from Kroger, by the way.
Yes, you can. Which we did.
Which I did. So there. Okay, so now I'm going to. How's the sauce coming?
It's
over there?
going. Look at that. It's already bursting open. Look at that.
Bring that sauce to a boil.
Yes.
And it's okay. And it simmers for. It really you can start it like we did before you start doing this.
Yeah.
And by the time the waffles are ready, that sauce is perfect.
Look at that, y'all. That's boiling right now, so I'm going to bring this
bring it down
to
just a little
simmer.
bit, but that's okay if it boils. It's just going to make those blueberries get really happy.
It
Okay.
smells so good.
I know.
Okay, so I'm going to let this simmer.
It
Yes,
smells so good.
It smells delicious.
And the good thing about that sauce is you don't want it to come everything to burst. You still want some texture of the blueberries in there.
Exactly.
Okay, so now you see I've got the flour has really been incorporated into the wet mixture, which is what you want. It's perfectly fine for it to still be kind of lumpy. That's normal, and everything's better lumpy, I think. Now,
Thank you.
So now I just dumped in. I told you we had a secret, and I didn't even tell you what it is.
Yes.
So these are. Remember when I said we want to separate our egg yolks and keep the egg whites? So all you do is you take 3 egg whites. If you have a metal bowl, that's great. If not, just get a regular bowl. And if you have a hand mixer, that is really good. And you just put the hand mixer on high into those egg yolks. I'm sorry, I'm saying egg yolks. It's egg whites. You put them into the egg whites. I'm just so excited. And then you just put it on high, and you beat them until you get what's called soft peaks. And you don't want. There's also stiff peaks, and they literally form like peaks that you could practically climb. These are softer, and then you can do that well in advance, and then you just fold those in. I'm kind of clearing out my whisk here.
There you go.
And then you just fold them in. And what that does, we do some ricotta lemon pancakes where we do the same technique, and it just makes them
so
really
good.
nice and fluffy and super, super delicious. Okay, so now I'm just doing this. You've got your sauce going over here. If it doesn't get 100%,
we're just waiting on you.
I know it's all this. That's always the case.
I'll
isn't
clean
it?
up while you're doing that.
Well, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, now we are good. It looks so good. Okay, so now I'm going to raise my waffle iron, and I just take a measuring cup like this. For this, I do about 3/4 of a cup, and then you're just going to follow the instructions of your waffle maker and start filling them up.
Yay.
And then these go for about like 7 minutes, and then bring it all together, and it's time to eat.
Yay!
Woohoo! It's waffle time! Is there anything better?
It's the best.
It is. It's so much fun. I mean, I was a kid. I remember just so exciting.
This is a fun brunch too. You could serve some mimosas and have a good old time.
You could. It's great. So anyway, okay. So let's talk about. So we let these go. However long your waffle maker takes. It's usually about 7 to 8 minutes.
Yeah.
And once it's ready, you just.
And how dark you like them as well.
And how dark we like them, golden brown.
Yeah.
And so we lift it up, and then the big reveal, and it's just so fascinating. So very carefully, however you do it, I'm not real fancy in my removing of the waffles. Try not to burn your fingers.
Just yank them out.
Just yank them out, and then you might want to, if they're kind of attached together, we use a pizza cutter for everything. So we use our pizza cutter just to quarter them. And this recipe makes these are nice, good sized waffles. These easily make 8 of them. So you could double them if you're serving more people. Two of them will serve a nice helping to.
Is that mine? Is that one mine?
Yes, this one is yours. Okay.
All right.
So, and then give me my plate.
Yours.
I was gonna use my tongs, but we're family.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
now,
let's talk about this.
Yes.
though.
Yes. So now here is this is talk about the topper twister. This is so delicious. So it's really ready whenever, it's this consistency. And so all we did is once it was ready, when these were cooking, we just got a pretty little bowl like this and just transferred it into that.
I like having my syrup being dredged onto my... Wait, hold on. You can't do that yet, Chris.
Well,
hold on. I have to go
okay.
first.
You.
He's going to ruin everything.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it'll go better than your sauce making will.
You're right. I like to put
you put the blueberries first.
Yes, put some blueberries
Some fresh
on
blueberries.
it.
So it's all about the way you garnish.
Yes,
Yeah,
aren't that cute?
Okay.
You're like, okay, hurry up, please. All right, and now...
Let me do that for mine.
And then I'm going to add my blueberry sauce. Oh, you guys.
Yeah. It's okay. So while he's doing that, let me just talk about these waffles and that sauce. So like I said, the sauce has a really beautiful, it's got the bright tartness from the citrus of the orange and the zest, but it's also got that really beautiful sweetness from the maple syrup.
Yes.
So you don't want a waffle that's overly sweet. Maybe you do, but this waffle is not one of those that's, it's not like a chocolate chip waffle that's like so sugary you get a high from it. I think it just complements the two together. They were made for one another. Kind of like you and me.
Yeah.
Okay, he's got it
That
adorned.
is cute.
Okay, that's pretty.
Y'all, look at that.
That is beautiful. That is really, your guests. I'm going to grab a fork.
Yay! All right, I'm digging in.
And that sauce can be made in advance. The batter can be made in advance.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, boy, howdy.
Oh, man alive.
Man, you ain't kidding. I'm beside myself. I'm beside you, actually. I'm beside you and myself. You're not going to waffle on this one, are you? I'm pretty sure this one's going to be a...
Oh, wow. That is... All
right, talk to us about it. Tell us what you're feeling.
First of all, the buttermilk waffles are perfect because they're not too sweet and they are so fluffy.
I know.
That's
It's those egg whites. I know.
That's the best thing. And the syrup. The blend of the blueberry and the sweetness of the blueberry, and then also the zest of the orange mixed together is just...
It's a match made in heaven.
Yes, it's so good. And I really want to eat this all. So this is 1,000% load of proof.
Yes, I had a feeling. Oh my gosh. Okay.
You know, breakfast is usually 1,000% load of proof.
Well, you know what? My mom and dad are big believers, and I think a lot of us are big believers in breakfast doesn't just have to be for breakfast.
Oh.
I mean...
I know. When we lived in New York and always came down to visit your mom and dad in Texas, every morning she'd have breakfast ready, and we'd be like, and we used to never eat breakfast. Now we always eat breakfast.
I'm just sitting here eating this, listening to you talk about my mother.
This is so good.
This is true. I was going to say this is probably good for dinner. Oh my gosh, it's good anytime.
And the thing about this syrup and sauce, it's not super sweet, so you can pour as much on as you like.
I told you you're syrupy.
Now you can get this recipe on howtofeedaloon.com.
I'm just so happy. We're having waffles.
Yes, and thank you, Kroger. We really appreciate all the wonderfulness that you bring to our house.
I know that you've been so much fun to work with,
Yes.
and so go to our social media, like us, share us, do all that fabulous stuff. Pick up these ingredients to make this stuff. A lot of it you're probably already going to have in your pantry.
Yeah.
And trust me, when you bring this to the table, you're going to get a standing ovation.
Yeah, totally.
No one's going to be waffling about it.
Now,
I'll tell you that much. I'm
that
not
was
going to
like
let that joke die.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. I love waffles. Waffles. Hey, everybody.
Hi, guys. Now, if you want to be a part of the Loon fun, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to hit that little bell icon so you won't miss a single recipe.
That's right. Oh, and speaking of recipes, if you want another amazing recipe like this, then just click right here.
Yeah, click.
Click.
Subscribe.
It's so much fun.